What's going on, guys? Today we are going to be discussing these brand new images coming out about FIFA 18 career mode. So this first image here, as you can see, it says Wolves seal Barry Douglas signing for 2.2 million. Then there is a picture here of Barry Douglas with a Wolves shirt in some sort of press conferences, and the internet has been losing its shit over this, saying that there's going to be these cutscenes and there's going to be these press conferences of you finally showing off the players to the press and things like that, like they do in real life. But this is just a still image. There is going to be cutscenes in career mode now, we know that for sure, but this I don't think is one of them. I think this is just a still image. As you can see, this is in the news feed, which, you know, the news feed has been a thing for the longest time, where it just tells you things that are happening and, you know, players go in certain places. This I don't think is in a Wolves career mode. I don't know why. I just think that this could be a side thing from another team in your career, or in your league, sorry. So I don't even think that this is probably a Wolves career mode. This is probably just that Wolves have signed somebody, and this is the way that the news is now showing it, rather than just a standard image, which, you know, they've shown before. They've actually gone and made this this custom thing with EA Sports and Wolves, you know, badges on the press conference board and then the press conference table with the thing. It could be obviously be for your players as well, but it could also just be for random teams that are signing players, and you could scroll through the news that's breaking. I don't know if this is going to be a video or if it's just going to be a still image like that is right there. I think it's more likely to be a still image, and it could, you know, easily be changed to another club and another club shirt and another player's face, but it's a good addition. It's something that's it's needed in career mode. I think it's going to be great to see this, but in a few months' time I don't think too many people are going to be hyped about it anymore. It's just going to be a standard image that's in the game, and you're going to see quite a lot of it when players are moving clubs and that in the transfer windows. So I don't know whether this is going to be necessarily a video of the club actually you know, showing off the player. I don't see anywhere like a play button or press A to play or press X to play if it's on PlayStation or anything like that. It just looks like a picture. As you see, the only thing about the buttons there is to press the right stick, which is to go to another news image, I guess. So yeah, I'm not getting too hyped about this right now, but it's a little bit of a good start to these images. So let's move to the second image now, and this image is Dybala and a manager figure. We've seen this manager figure last season. You got to choose between the different manager faces. They don't look like they've added any new ones in from the images that I've seen, but this guy is the Alan Pardew looking guy, and as you can see, he's here with his Dybala's agent, and Dybala in this office, which looks like it's probably going to be, you know, your manager's office. And you're going to try and sign Dybala, and he's here to come into the club and to have a meeting with you to discuss some things. And see here in the subtitles, Dybala's agent is saying that's a fair offer. My client is happy with that. So it looks like they've agreed terms, personal terms, for a move to the potential club that you're going to. I don't know how long these cutscenes are going to last, or what's going to be involved in them, whether it's sort of just like negotiating, and then, you know, you have this little cutscene where the agent says, okay, I'm happy with that, or my client wants a bigger contract or whatever. So I'm not sure how long these cutscenes are going to be, or how interactive these cutscenes are going to be, but at the moment, as you can see, this is again, it's a good addition, but is it going to get frustrating in, you know, a few months' time when you're just trying to get these deals done, and you have to keep doing these cutscenes? So we'll see, but everyone's been asking for this. EA finally giving it to us, and it should be a good addition, especially for the first few months of career mode, and for the casual players who don't play too much career mode. It's going to be a really nice addition. I think it'll probably just be for big players. I hope it's not for every player, because usually in career mode you do a lot of deals, and just imagine having to do this like 11 times, go into these different cutscenes or the same cutscene, and it's going to get a little bit repetitive. So maybe it'll just be for like the big signings, like over 10 million or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But it looks like obviously cutscenes are going to be in career mode. This next image is again the manager type. The manager face, the manager character sat on a settee, and in the top corner, this is a photo taken straight from a TV, I think, of someone's TV when they was playing the beta. And it says in the top left, it shows Philippe Coutinho, and it shows his valuation of 49 million. and it's showing that the transfer fee that you're going to bid is 60 million. So it seems some sort of negotiation thing, and you can move with the left stick how much you want to bid. I do see that it says that the transfer budget is only 28 million, or whatever it says, 20 million. So it doesn't look like they've got enough money to buy Coutinho anyway. So I don't know why they're bidding on him, but they have quite a lot of wages to move around. But again, I don't know how they're going to buy him with that much money. But either way, that's something cool to add. Again, it just seems like a little screen here where you're gonna have the guy sat on the settee moving around probably a little bit, and then you're just gonna toggle with your transfer bids and things like that for different players. So it's a new feature, but yeah, it says that Coutinho is 86 rated, which would be disappointed if he was. And then we go to this image, and again it says that Dybala is 86 rated. I hope he's a little bit higher than that as well. But either way, let's ignore that and let's have a look what this image is about. And it's about release clause. So this is a brand new thing in career mode. Obviously, it's been in football for a long time, having a release clause on your player so that teams can't get your player for cheap. You have to pay a certain amount of money to be able to trigger and talk to that player. So it's going to be in career mode. I wouldn't suggest doing it for every single player, but it looks like you get to choose which ones you want to do it with. And as you can see, it says that he's in the squad role is crucial, contract length is 4 years, and then it says release clause. And it's actually the subtitles there say, again, it's Dybala's agent saying, my client isn't considering adding a release clause to his contract, but we wouldn't turn down a reasonable proposal. So Dybala doesn't want to add a release clause to his contract, but he's not going to turn it down. If it is in there, they may still accept it. So a little bit of controversy there, I guess, in this career mode makes it kind of interesting to whether we're actually going to add that release clause, because you don't want to add it in and then Dybala says, no, actually I don't want to sign, and then you lose the player. That could be a thing that happens. We don't know. But as you can see, recommended wage is 200,000, I think it says there. But they only have 800. They only have 69,000 left, so I guess they'll be able to tweak that transfer budget to be able to get his wages. But yeah, that's again, it's going to be a cutscene in there. You're going to be talking to Dybala's agent while he's sat there. As you see the players in suits. I've also seen pictures of Renato Sanchez in a suit. So there are players going to be in suits rather than just football kits. This FIFA and in just normal career mode. I hope these are images from just a normal career mode and they're not being duped into thinking that it's some other sort of thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but yeah, these images look really cool. Looks like it's going to be a really good addition to career mode. People have been asking for this for a while. It's good to see release clauses in there. What I'd also like to see is when teams bid on your players, they include players in their deals. They don't just bid straight up money, because that's something that you don't see often or ever. Clubs offering you a player for one of your players in some sort of swap deal. It doesn't happen, so it'd be nice to see different tactics used by teams, AI teams in your career mode to try and lure your players away. But release clause is a good thing. Obviously, you've got to be a little bit careful with it. You don't want to add too much in there. Just because you're getting a good player into your team, you don't want to add like a 100 billion release clause, because they're probably not going to sign the contract then, and you're going to have another cutscene with them trying to renegotiate or whatever. But yeah, it looks like a really good addition. Cutscenes are in. We know that. The first image, I don't think it's actually going to be a cutscene. It looks like it's just a picture. But the rest of these images look like they are, in fact, cutscenes. And it's all going to be based around transfers and trying to get players signed to your team. Usually, it's looking like it's going to be more the negotiating contracts than it is, talking with different clubs about how much you're going to pay for them. And it's going to be more about meeting the players to discuss personal terms, which is kind of cool addition. I'm really liking these. Keep them coming, EA. We're loving this kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. We've discussed these images. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one very soon.